I'm willing to say he's the basement coach of the year.
Two games, they're going to get something rolling.
Well, a good day to you, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Saga podcast presented by Aldi's Electric and the Gonzalez family team of Keller Williams, South Watuppa. Happy to have you here, Brady Kudo, Keegan Hamlet in college.
Yes, sir.
Makes me emotional.
That's right.
So Dean is treating you well, yes?
Yes, they are. We just had first classes today, wrap up earlier this afternoon. Went pretty good.
Woohoo! You're embarking on your new endeavor. I am well under doing well with the Fans Only Sports Network, which we've got some things planned with them in the near future. So stay on the lookout. Just did a soccer game earlier, Mount Hope and Classical High School. Classical won 2-1.
Nice.
And this coming Sunday, 9/11, 2 hockey games. We're going Rhode Island Saints U16, U18, playing the New Jersey Rockets, I think they're called. I could be wrong. Some team from New Jersey. I know they met in the Final Four of the National Championships last year. Very, very excited for that. But enough about hockey. Folks, it is football season. The NFL season is so close. You can smell it good. And we are going to break it down for you right here, right now. So let's dive right into this. We're going to go division winners first, and a couple reasons why, maybe an MVP front runner, and then 2 teams you can realistically see making the Super Bowl from each conference. All right. So Keegan, if you want to start, who do you have winning the AFC East?
So I feel like this one's going to be one of the easier picks. I picked Buffalo. I also did records too. I don't know if you did that.
No.
I put Buffalo at 12-5. I think they did get a little screwed over, like with the coin toss and now the new overtime rules. That'll be one of the exciting things I'm looking forward to if we need overtime this season, which I'm sure we will. But they keep most of their core intact, and I see them pretty smoothly winning the division. I mean, the Dolphins, they've upgraded a little bit, but I think Buffalo runs away with it.
Oh, I agree. I think we're going to see Buffalo in that 12-5, 13-4 range. And I think Miami will be right behind them at that 10-7. And I think it'll go the Pats and the Jets. But I mean, I'm sorry, Pats are going, I'm sorry, they're a solid 8-9. I don't care what.
I have them 6-11. So
yeah, see, I've had somebody's 10-7, maybe for Miami, but like, calm down. Like, I think they lose Sunday. I do. I think they get swept by Miami and by Buffalo this year. I do. They're just not good. They're not good. They're not. And Miami just got so much better.
And Miami's always been a problem for New England anyways, even before this season.
Right. Now, I think with Buffalo, like you said, keeping the core intact, Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs back for another year. The defense, I feel like, just gets stronger every year, especially with Von Miller now coming in. Come on.
Might be older, but it's still like that veteran leadership too.
Absolutely.
Build like a culture in the locker room.
That's what you need. All right, let's move on to the AFC South. I'm going to kick us off here, and I think the Tennessee Titans are going to win this division. Ness, I understand the lack maybe of a true wide receiver one, but I think they have one, and his name is Treylon Burks. Yes, I understand he's a rookie, and I understand he's from Arkansas, but in the SEC, well, it just means more. And we saw with Treylon Burks, for those of you that got that joke, thank you. Or got that reference, I should say. But he's a phenomenal talent, great deep ball threat, perfect AJ Brown replacement. If like they replaced AJ Brown with the perfect person, in my opinion. Second to maybe Jameson Williams, who was off the board at the draft at that time. But I mean, when you really think about this division, I mean, you have the Jags and the Texans, who we know are finishing 3rd and 4th, and then you have the Colts, who I think will make a run at a wild card spot. But I think with the Titans, I mean, the story is Derrick Henry and how dominant he is. Am I saying he's going to run for another 2,200 yards? No, but I think is he going to be awfully close? Yes, I think he's going to have another 1,900 yard season. And then I think Treylon Burks, especially with, maybe it's not there for Henry every game. There's going to be wide open receiving routes and spaces in his own defense for a guy like Treylon Burks, who's really good in an open coverage. And Ryan Tannehill continues to be a really solid quarterback. So Keegan, I'll throw it to you. Who do you like in the AFC South?
So I also have the Titans. I have the Titans and Colts that are going to end up being tied, but I have the Titans getting the tiebreaker, both at 10-7.
Okay.
With Tennessee, they have Woods and Hooper now. So I think that's a
Oh,
couple.
that's
other
right.
spots.
Robert
'Cause
Woods still
Julio
there.
Jones is out now. And then you have Derrick Henry coming back. Tannehill, some questions about him. Like even his relationship with Malik Willis, you never know. Like if that's going to cause like a stir between players or anything like that. Colts, little upgrade at QB with Matt Ryan. Most of the core still intact. Taylor
Little
there.
upgrade.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I
Not
still
a nice upgrade, a
I like
large
Wentz, though,
upgrade.
and Matt Ryan's getting old.
Muy grande, but oh my God, it's Carson Wentz.
Come on, he's all right. He's all right. This is a story for another day. He's all right. But Tennessee wins the tiebreaker, 10-7 record.
Hit me with the AFC North.
AFC North, I have the Bengals, 11-6.
I do
Couple
too.
people saying Super Bowl hangover. Ravens too, they're building up a little bit. Steelers too, even for me, I don't know about you, we're just talking about quarterbacks. I still think Trubisky's an upgrade over Roethlisberger, just based on last year with, wait a minute, listen to me.
Okay.
Would you rather have a 40-year-old Roethlisberger or Trubisky?
A 40-year-old Roethlisberger?
No, you're incorrect. No, but
I mean, as much as we want to say, like, Trubisky took Matt Nagy's offense to playoffs twice. I mean, like,
defense.
Yeah.
But Trubisky wasn't bad.
What defense? And I'm not saying Mitch Trubisky's bad. Not at all. But they'll finish third in that division. It's a tougher division when we really think about it. And I think, and I agree, the Bengals will win the division. Super Bowl hangover, I think it comes into play at some point. And I think they get bounced in the wild card round. Maybe to a stronger, maybe the Broncos, the Raiders, the Colts, the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins on paper are a better team than the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm willing to say that.
That's fair to say, but
I'm willing to say
Cincinnati offense, though, they're going to be explosive.
Sure. But so is Miami's. Miami statistically has the fastest offense in the league. The fastest. It's scary. And obviously, like, all right, I know Joe Burrow is better than Tua. I know, Joe Mixon, is he better than Chase Edmonds? Yes. But I like Tyreek Hill more than I like Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
And I like Jalen Waddle more than I like T. Higgins. Okay. I like Mike Gesicki more than I like whoever the tight end is in Cincinnati. I like that defense. I like Miami's defense more than Cincinnati's. Both offensive lines got better. It's a really even team, but because of the speed and talking about matchup nightmares, I'm giving the edge to Miami. Let's say if that was a hypothetical playoff situation.
Yeah.
But I mean, Cincinnati, you look at the division. Okay, Baltimore. Okay. Injury bug, as usual, will probably bite them at some point in the year. The Cleveland Browns are the Cleveland Browns. It's the most Browns thing to do is sign a guy to pay him $236 million and have him be suspended for 11 games, which, by the way, was just such bull. Oh my God, I wish we could swear. Because I don't want to get too political or anything like that, but I'm one of those people who fully believes he should have been suspended for the entire season, at least. It was an 11-game suspension because the first game he's able to come back is against the Houston Texans. It was a marketing suspension. That's all it was. It's not teaching him anything. And a $5 million fine. That's pocket change for him.
Yeah.
It was sad, but just my opinion on that. And then the Steelers, whatever. I mean, you can't get much more mediocre than the Pittsburgh Steelers right now.
Yeah.
So I give the Bengals there. I'll go to you out in ye old West. What do you like?
I think this is going to be the best division this year.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think I know who your pick is going to be.
Who do you pick?
I still have Kansas City. Even though losing Tyreek Hill, they just got Juju. They still got
Juju.
Yes.
He might make their TikTok following go up, but other than that, that's about it.
Is he going to get over 1,000 yards? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Mark that down. Put it on the board. 11-6 Chiefs win the division.
You done?
Yes.
Beautiful, because the Kansas City Chiefs are finishing in last place in that division.
You're funny.
That's been my unpopular. No, I'm not. It's been my unpopular take since the day that it went through, or since the time period. Broncos got Russell Wilson. Raiders got Devontae Adams and Chandler Jones. And the Chargers, I don't know, J.C. Jackson, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa's back. Derwin James is locked up.
Do you not realize the Chiefs were in the AFC Championship last year? And they're keeping pretty
Yes, and they lost two of their biggest weapons, and they replaced them with mediocre and mediocre. When you lose a guy like Tyreek Hill, who in a way is almost irreplaceable, who comes in? Juju. Oh my God. I'm sorry. When the number one receiver on your team is a tight end, you have issues. Okay, Marquez Valdez-Scantling comes in. I like him. I do. He's a solid wide receiver too. He is. McCole Hardman is great. But the loss that nobody's talking about is Demarcus Robinson. Because they didn't re-sign him. And nobody talked about it.
Yeah.
Demarcus Robinson was very valuable to that Kansas City Chiefs squad. Very valuable. Signed with the Raiders, they ended up releasing him, which I think was a stupid move on their part, but whatever. You can't look at, especially the defense, who I think just year after year after year will continue to raise concerns, especially that secondary. I mean, there's young talent there. It's their discipline. And the front seven, yeah, that's the front seven. They're really good, really bad. Really good, really bad. No.
Well, who do you
the Los Angeles Chargers are going to win the AFC West.
Okay, I have them second, if that makes you feel any better.
Followed by the Las Vegas Raiders.
I have them third.
Followed by the Denver Broncos.
And I have them fourth.
Followed by the Kansas City. How do you have them last?
Who, Denver?
Why do you have them last?
I think they're still going to be, they're so overhyped this year. They're not going to.
Yes and no.
Like, they'll be a good last place team.
A good
it's going to be like the Steelers. It's going to be, or the Browns. Like, they're going to be like in probably a 8 and 9 team in the end.
Steve, again, Christy.
I hope Brett Schaubs can hear you right now.
No, he can't.
Oh my God, he'd be so mad.
Oh, he'd be
furious. Shout out to Brett, by the way. I only ask because you're putting a Super Bowl champion in at quarterback.
Okay.
Putting in danger Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's one position.
I understand that.
One.
Randy Gregory comes over from Dallas. They have a scary 1-2 punch in Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. The offensive line got better. The defense is so much better. Yet, like if this was the NFC East, oh my God, they win that division by a mile. Mile. But it's not. Unfortunately, they're playing in the toughest division. And you could say the same thing about the Raiders as well.
Yeah.
I could put the Raiders in the AFC South. I think they'd win that division. Yeah, I could put the Raiders in the AFC North. I think they'd win that division. The East, not so much. I could put them. I could put them in the NFC. Irish in the NFC East. I could probably put them in the NFC North. They'd win that division. The NFC South, probably not, because Tom Brady is still in the National Football League. But nonetheless, as much as I've always said, and I continue to stand by this, one player doesn't make a team from a playoff hopeful to a Super Bowl contender. That's not the case at all. It's a multitude of things. It's coaching. It's in a couple additions on each side of the ball. Nathaniel Hackett is an offensive genius. This could very well be the best season of Russell Wilson's career. It very well.
Right, so now I'm going to use this against you. With Tyreek Hill gone, that does not make a Super Bowl contender to a playoff hopeful.
You forgetting
on the Chiefs,
like Raheem Mostert, because it just wasn't Tyreek that left. Demarcus Robinson left.
Okay.
They were never. I mean, I don't even know if they're considered. I mean, they're considered still a playoff. Like they're like maybe a hopeful would be someone like the Pats.
Yeah,
the Chiefs are better than the Pats, in my opinion. So I think when you take away a piece, it fixes you up a little bit. But I'm not saying the Chiefs are awful. They're not awful.
They're not.
I just think in a like the AFC East, they finished in second place, third place.
Yeah, the Pats.
The Chiefs,
Oh, okay.
the AFC North, they finished in second place. They just play. That's a problem. They play in the toughest division of football.
Well, I'll bring this up to you later. When we do our like 2 teams in each conference have a chance at the Super Bowl, I didn't put the Chiefs. So
I didn't
here-
put them either.
Mm.
Obviously. All right, let's move on to the NFC. You want to start this?
Yeah, what we're doing NFC East
Yeah,
first.
go to the East.
It's going to come down to Dallas and Philadelphia. But I did go Dallas, 10-7.
I went Philly.
All right. I think they both get in the playoffs, though. They're both going to get in.
Yeah. Considering how weak the NFC is now, it's kind of sad in a way. Like the Detroit Lions, some people think are going to finish in second place in the NFC North. That's comical to me. It is. Yeah, I mean, Cowboys and Eagles, I think for the most part are even. The problem will be the offensive line.
Yeah.
Cowboys took a couple big hits, and it looks like they're going to bring in Jason Peters, which at 39, that guy is like 87 years old.
And he's on the practice. Well, he's going to be on the team, but he's going to the practice squad
Yeah, and then
first,
they'll promote him. I mean, he is 40 years old, and he's still 6'4", 330, and he's still consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be
Like year after year, that O-line keeps getting
Oh.
worse.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, you're right. It's going to be a 2-horse race. But I think the Eagles, I mean, Dallas is Dallas every year. This is our year. As long as Mike McCarthy's the coach of that team, they're going nowhere.
Oh, whatever
leave it
you
at
say.
that.
Whatever you say.
NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. No.
No, this is the one that I had you that was going to be mad at.
Oh, God. Don't say the Saints.
Yeah, it's the Saints.
Oh. Oh. Why?
11-6.
You got to back it up.
Michael Thomas is back. Winston's back. They added Matthew on defense. So there you go.
Michael Thomas isn't going to play.
Yeah, he will.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
You think he's going to play?
Yeah.
What'd you say the quarterback was?
Winston, he had the eye
Alrighty then.
surgery. His hand's fine now. He went 5-2 before he got hurt last year. So he's doing fine.
Trying to like
You're
wondering.
like, what are
I
you-
apologize for those of you who
14
just got a
touchdowns-
shot of my
14
thumb.
14 touchdowns and 3 picks last year before he got hurt.
14 touchdowns and 3 picks. That sounds right.
Something like that.
I mean, Matthew helps, but I mean, it's the Bucks. It's the Bucks.
Uh,
I mean, it's a 4-headed monster. It's hard.
I know
Not
you're never supposed to go against Tom Brady.
yes.
I'm going against Tom Brady.
Okay.
Tampa's the wild card, though. Top wild card 10.
Oh yeah. If that is to be the case, absolutely. Who do you like in the North?
I have another tie, Packers Vikings.
Why is it what you and Ty?
Because there's going to be ties. You know, there's going to be ties. I have both 11-6. Green Bay wins the tiebreaker.
Wow. See, I think Green Bay wins the division.
Okay.
They lost Devontae Adams. They play in the NFC North.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. They will be fine. The defense is flawless. I've been using that word a lot lately.
That's all right.
That's my new word, flawless. The Minnesota Vikings, I am telling you, you cannot get more mediocre than the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, my cousin Kirk.
Too much hate. Too much hate for him.
Oh my goodness, the right amount of hate, in my opinion. And I think what's sad is
Why? Because this defense gives up 35 points in every single primetime game he plays.
I think that second place spot will honestly come down. Like the Bears are like, forget about it. Right. Like,
Yeah, I have Detroit third.
yeah, I do too. And I think they're going to make it closer than people think. But I'm not betting against the Packers. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe in the NFC Championship game, but not to win the division. Not yet.
San Francisco. With Dallas and Green Bay again. San Francisco.
Oh my God. All right. How about the West?
Yeah, how about you go first?
Okay.
I want to hear this one.
Los Angeles Rams.
There you go. Thank you.
They're too good.
12-5 Rams.
12-5. That sounds right. I mean, again, you talk about three-headed monster. Cooper Kupp, Cam Akers, soon to be OBJ. He'll go back to them at some point. At some point he will.
Some point.
I don't see him not. Like who else is going to go to? He's not going to the Pats.
No, I don't. Don't bring him on the Pats.
Raiders. No, I'm kidding.
You don't want him.
You imagine?
I don't think you want him
Why?
because drama.
Is there a party going on?
No, there's some yelling going on.
Bad breakup. All right.
Maybe
Is that Dean Education, people? All right.
3 days breakup.
All right. Let's get serious. Let's get serious. MVP. Who do you like?
Allen.
Josh Allen. Why?
Cause I just think that, like I've already said it with the Bengals earlier, that offense is going to be crazy this year.
I agree.
Crazy. And when did they vote for the MVP again? Like right before the Super Bowl or something?
I don't know.
Is it like regular season only, some playoffs?
It's based on regular season.
Yeah. I can't go against him this year. I really can't.
I can.
There's who?
It's a surpriser. I mean, and it's shocking
Okay.
putting this man's name in a surprise. But I think he's someone who we're not looking at enough. Tom Brady.
That's fair.
I think Tom Brady is going to win the MVP.
I don't know about the MVP.
I think he's got a shot, man.
If I'm wrong and he gets 12-13 wins, then give him the MVP.
I think Tom Brady's going to win the MVP. I know I'm beating the dead horse, but it's serious. Tom
Look at
Brady's
the Raiders fan showing support for Tom Brady.
Hey, he should have been a Raider. And then John Gruden shot it down.
Was that the team he was talking
Have
about?
you seen that?
Like,
Have you seen him with Dana White? Yes.
no, was that the team he was talking about though? Like you're gonna stick with that quarterback?
Yes.
That was
Yes. I knew it. As soon as that came out, I'm like, yeah, that was Raiders. I was either the Raiders or the Niners. And it was
originally before the whole
Brady
thing came out, I thought
and
it was
Gronk.
Tennessee.
Brady and Gronk were supposed to go to the Raiders, and then they would have traded Carr, I imagine, to what would be either the Panthers or the Niners before they drafted Lance, and obviously before they drafted, Matt Corral, and they traded for Darnold and Mayfield and what have you. Imagine Tom Brady and the Raiders. Oh my God!
Oh yeah, just win, baby. We're gonna have him saying that in commercials.
Yes.
No.
And then they trade for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Brady and Adams.
Just give us the ring already.
Yeah, it's not happening. Put him on the
All right.
Jets. Take him, get him over Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco. But yeah, Josh Allen is fair. It's more than fair. It's really good because he has a realistic shot.
Yeah.
Let's throw it. I know we didn't throw this in our plans, but what do you think of someone that, and like, don't state the obvious here, right? Like, don't say like Joe Flacco. Who's someone that you think people will talk about in their MVP discussions, but you think has just about no chance?
Well, yeah, now you gotta give me time to think.
I'm
Russell
just
Wilson.
thinking about it now.
Russell Wilson.
Huh.
I think the 8 weeks he's gonna get talk, and then
It's going to go
it
downhill.
happens every year.
Yeah. Ooh, that's smart, actually. I want to say Dak. No, I'm not.
I was looking up like MVP odds earlier. Dak is like the fourth or fifth best in the NFC. Mariota was like top 10.
You know what? I'm gonna say Kyler Murray.
That's fair.
I'm gonna say Kyler Murray, and I like Kyler Murray. He's on my fantasy team.
That was scary the way he played in that wild card game. That was like not a good look.
I like Kyler Murray, but I think there's one thing that's going to affect his performance:
His
the
height?
absence of DeAndre Hopkins.
That's right too.
What were you going to say?
I was gonna say his height.
Oh no, short people. You love short people.
Yeah, whatever.
But no, in all seriousness, I think DeAndre Hopkins not being there is going to affect him a little bit. Not his attitude or his play style, but his
Yeah.
performance on the field. Yeah. His numbers, at least. Not even his performance on the field. Let me rephrase his numbers. When MVP voters go to look at that stuff,
Yeah.
that'll affect his performance. And I don't think they'll take the DeAndre Hopkins excuse. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, look at the coach. Look at your coach.
Nothing wrong with Cliff Kingsbury, in my opinion. All right. Final bit. Keegan, give me the two teams from the AFC that you think have the most realistic shot at making the Super Bowl.
I put Bills Bengals.
Oh, we were so close.
Oh, can I take a guess?
Yeah.
Bills Chargers.
Yes. Yes. Defense wins championships, people.
Whatever.
That's all. That's my analysis. That's my reasoning why. Defense wins championships. For the NFC, I have the Rams and the Bucks.
Rams, Saints.
What is it with you and the Saints?
You wait and see. When I'm right,
Since when are you? I'm
When
sorry, but since
I'm
when are you right?
all the time.
Since when? Give me an example.
PC losing to Kansas.
That was a given. That was probably going to happen.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry. A year ago, when I was making this crazy take that Devontae was going to be a Raider at some point in his career.
All right, fine. Warriors and 6. I was right about that.
Okay, that's fair. Fair.
Celtics were supposed to have 83% chance to win. So
Yes. That's very true.
I don't even know how that was.
I don't know how they did that either. Do you see Klay Thompson, his 3-point rating in 2K?
No, I didn't.
It's an 88. He was furious. He went on Instagram. Oh my God. And by the way, that's the dumbest thing in my opinion. It's a video game.
It's ratings. Every rating stupid.
KD was a 96. He tweeted at Ronnie2K. Why am I not a 99?
Don't get swept. And it's a game.
What do you mean? Why aren't you a 99? The second biggest prima donna, third
Yeah,
biggest.
I still
prima
don't know
donna
why
in
the
our game.
MVP, the back-to-back MVP is not the highest rated player either. That's one of my bones to pick with that game.
Where is Jokic rated? Do you know?
He's a 96. He's tied with like those 7 people. And Giannis is the only one at 97.
97. Well, NBA loves Giannis.
You put Jokic at 97 with Giannis. Topic for another day.
Well, we've got some time left. If you want to touch upon anything that may not be football related, or it could be, or if you had any questions any points you wanted to bring up, but I didn't hit upon.
Oh, I'll touch upon college life.
Yeah, go ahead. Enlighten
Going
us.
good. I'm already sick of the cafeteria food.
Is it that bad?
A little bit. I'm not going to get too much into detail because I don't need Dean people seeing this and then my name getting out there. But I think I'm happy I ended up with a solo room. Like happy and not happy because it gets lonely in here. So I got to bug you and everybody else on the phone.
You're not bugging me.
I'm
if
bugging
you were
everybody.
bugging me, would I answer the phone? No.
Oh, but yeah, like the bathroom's right there. Easy shower, easy walk right there.
There you go.
Laundry, like 10 seconds down the hall. It's right there. It's perfect. And somebody from Somerset I graduated with this year is here too. So that's even better.
That's good.
Yeah, so at least there's
Oh.
somebody here.
Sure, sure.
And he's doing the same major. That's even better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who?
His name's Mason Sawyer.
Okay. Sports broadcasting major.
Yeah.
Nice.
We have our first sports broadcasting meeting on Monday afternoon, 4 to 5.
Ooh, meeting.
Yeah, it's like all the majors, it's about 55, 60 people.
It's that big?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know the program was that big. Oh, that's awesome. What are you just talking about, schedules and stuff, or do you know?
Yeah, I think it's just like a meetup, like going over the plan, like how the whole radio works with like the new people and stuff like that. The syllabus. That's one thing. When you get to college, they still got the syllabus.
I love syllabi.
I don't.
I love a good syllabi.
It's the same,
A good syllabi. I love a good syllabus.
same crap year after year.
I don't mind it. I will say, I know it's been a while since we filmed an episode. Last episode we filmed was Jerry Trupiano, and that was
And I wasn't even there.
You weren't even there.
I miss Jerry
So-
Trupiano. Shout out, Jerry.
I miss Jim Jackson.
Yeah.
So we're filming this right on September 7th.
At
You know,
9
we
o'clock at night.
always film it days in advance. But I will say, at least on the business side of things, there's going to be a lot of things coming to the Sports Saga podcast. We're in contact with some announcers, some former players, about making an appearance on the show. I want to get us regularly on Colorcast. Maybe the Sports Saga podcast does a featured like game of the week, something like that. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. We're all busy. We're gonna have, and I can finally announce this, coming soon. Coming soon. That's the key word here. Coming soon. We're getting merchandise.
Yeah. Woo.
Coming soon. Final details still need to be ironed out, but we're going to be getting some merchandise. I'm very excited about that. Our website will be updated. Something we're going to use more, I think, is the website. We're going to utilize the website more. So yeah, that's all.
That's that.
If you like anything you heard, oh my God, let us know. If you think we're idiots and you want to let us know, yeah, drop a comment. No, stop. Disagree with the take, agree with the take, have your own take. Yeah. And make sure you got us on Facebook and on Instagram whenever we go unscripted. It's like our own radio show where we take calls. I love taking calls, especially from the folks at the Speedway. I love taking their calls. Shout out Rob Hendrickson. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Shout out, Rob.
that man's awesome.
I don't know him, but shout him out.
I love Rob Hendrickson. 55 Pure Stock. So that's all. Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check us out. Yeah, we got
Everything's on the link tree. Everything's on that.
everything's, yes, in that link tree below, Smack Apparel. Use the code SAGA, get 10% off.
Come on, I wore their shirt on opening day to
Yes, you did.
stuff.
And then we got some things coming with the Fans Only Sports Network soon. So we're all on the lookout for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure as always to be joined by my esteemed colleague Keegan Hamlet. Brady Kudo here. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you catch Keegan. I'm sure he'll be calling a game of some sort. And once we get him, and Tyler's as well, once we get their game schedules, we're going to be advertising it here on the Sports Saga podcast. Any game that I do for the folks at Fans Only Sports Network, you're going to hear about it right here on the Sports Saga podcast on our social. So check it out. And you know what? Enjoy the rest of your day.
Go Saints.